A woman who has had a big influence on my life would probably be my mother, Serene Weasel Traveler. And the reason I picked her was because she was a young single mother who was able to raise up me and my two younger sisters with what we had. But more than just that, she really worked and tried hard. And I could remember her going to school, and I remember going to the college with her and playing on the computers while she was, studying for her classes. And I didn't think much of it at the time, but now that I'm older, I think about it, and I remember seeing her up all night studying for the test the next day, or even seeing her sewing something for a project that was due the next day. But not only that, her fashion design, her regalia and outfits and jewelry that she makes is being seen in fashion shows now, and her fashion design business and seamstress business is really starting to take off. And I could remember just watching the progression of that from late nights in college all the way up until now when her stuff is being featured. To me, that was overcoming adversity, really strong adversity in my eyes. And I just think that was amazing. She was able to raise, two kids, go to school, become successful in fashion design and her business that's now taking off. And just, fighting through everything.
The lady that I would like to talk about today and who had a very big impact on my life is my grandmother, Biaki. Her English name was Margaret Fox. She was a very strong, kind, and loving woman. I remember going to visit her almost on a daily basis. She didn't live very far from us. We could walk to her house. We would sit and have tea. She would visit. And she also was a seamstress. She made clothing for her children. My grandmother raised 10 children, all of whom are in the education field. And I'm just so proud of her strength and her character, to have gone through residential school herself, and to have each one of her children be taken and attend residential school themselves, including my father. And I just really look up to her. And in our ways, when one of our family members have passed on, we have been taught to call on them, and at any time when we need help in our prayers, we ask them to look out for us, to watch over us, our families, our children, our grandchildren. And I really do believe that she does hear us. She takes care of us.
Okay, my name is Billy Whitey, and I work at St. Francis Junior High. And we're supposed to talk about the women that have made us the women we are today. I cannot just choose one woman, as there's been several along the journey of life. My mom, my aunts, my elders, my students, my parents I work with, my co-workers, everyone that I've come in contact with have helped me on this journey of life.
I chose my mother because of her strength, bravery, determination, and unconditional love for her family, her children, and especially for my Ninna, Nukskanasta, my dad, Kevin Healy. My mother taught me so much in my life. I can honestly say that I owe everything, I owe my life to my mother, and I'm very grateful for everything that she was able to give me in life. And she raised me with traditional values that are invaluable. I get to use these every day within my classrooms, and I get to share them with all of my students. I look at my mother as one of my positive role models, not only because she is a very strong, brave, and intelligent woman, because she herself suffered through a lot of loss in her life, and I am so amazed of how strong and resilient of a person that she is, and I admire her very much.
My most inspirational lady in my life was Na'a, my mother. I was raised by my grandparents. Na'a was so unique when I think back. Yes, she was so unique. In her heart, she carried unconditional love for all of us. She did a tremendous job in showing her love, her kindness, and her support, and her gentle guidance. She had always said, prayer is the most important thing in our walk of life. In the years that I was with Na'a and Dada, she instilled in me beautiful traditional values. Aigakimat, minumatskosit, astamoatsimonskat, Itsinika'si. Always take care of yourself. Look after yourself. Always pray, and pray for courage for your journey ahead. And when it was time for me to go to boarding school, I think back to the day they drove me there and how much it must have had hurt them, the pain they carried driving me to boarding school, knowing that really wasn't what they wanted me, where they wanted me to be. And in the years that I were in there, the values that they instilled in me is the reason why I'm sitting here today, because I valued those beautiful traditional values. Na'a spoke from her heart. She taught us from her heart. And she always encouraged us from her heart.